Greetings, royal subjects. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Lessaria. Episode 2, Entering the Witch's Domain. Your Highness, I have spoken with the locals, and all are unanimous in pointing to the treacherous bogs in the north. There is indeed no more lethal place in the vicinity than the bogs. The wild beasts are ferocious, and at night, the deceitful lights try to drown wanderers. Oh, lovely. Beckoning with familiar voices in the mist. By good fortune, however, the abandoned settlement and a small fortress lie nearby. Let's establish ourselves there comfortably as possible. All right. I'm going to be doing 1 or 2 more of these main campaign missions, and then I'll open up Twitch integration and whether or not I go to the survival mode or not. I'll have you guys decide that soon.
Your Highness, this abandoned settlement is a stroke of luck for us. Command its reconstruction, summon your heroes, and then we shall set out to seek the witch. Her lair should lie somewhere deep within the marshes that stretch northward from our present location.
So, currently it wants me to summon knights and rangers. But the first thing I want to do is actually economic buildings. So, we've got some trees here. And I'll put in some peasant housing and another lumber mill, so 2 lumber mills total. Because it doesn't look like there's a lot of stone nearby, as you can see. It's mostly just timber. And then once they're done building that, I'll position myself to start building the guilds. Ready. On top of it, your castle has defenders in it. So there are they're like footmen. They're not very strong, but they will automatically deploy. Like Arthagon here, he's a guardian. He's got fragile bones or whatever, but still, he's a guardian. And they will guard your castle even before you have heroes. So, I would say the Ranger Lodge is a really good first one to get before the Knights, because it will actually, they want to explore. So they get more experience by exploring. So if you do Knights first, you're depriving your Rangers of experience, essentially. So I always do Knights first as a result. Or Rangers first, sorry. I said that backwards. And I'm also going to unlock camouflage for them for their survivability. Alright, next we are going to get the Knights Barracks. The requirement to upgrade the castle is to have summoned, I think 10 heroes off the top of my head.
Bow is drawn, arrows await.
There we go. There's our mills. And pretty early on, I'm also going to unlock the magic shop. So I'll put that there. And then subsequently the blacksmith. One of the rangers have already found deathcap mushrooms and a spawner.
I am here to serve.
You best be running soon. I don't know if you're going to survive that. I'll keep watch. And there's the 3 knights and then also their defense buff. Yep, she's already running. Yeah, I thought so.
What's the plan?
Build a tavern and be able to add heroes to a squad. So go to the resource mining building and a tavern. And I'll plop the tavern here. And a tavern allows the heroes to eat and drink, which makes you money. And then also to put them in a group where they are sort of... how to put this? They can still act independently, but they're likely to respond to bounties as a group. Your Highness, build a tavern and group your heroes into a squad so that they can stick together and fight more effectively. So if we click the create a squad, we can add heroes to a squad like this. The first squad I want is going to be a ranger squad. And I already have one of my rangers die, so good job. So 2 rangers and 2 knights. And then for a cost of 199 gold, I group them together. They're called the Fearless Madmen. And I guess I am already replacing that dumb ranger that bit the dust.
I will shoot down your
And this one's
enemies.
about to die too, unless she bounces
Your
out of there.
Highness, new potions have appeared for sale.
Alright, barbecue. Adds a dish to the merchant's menu, increasing the amount of money spent by heroes in the tavern. Sounds good to me.
Your Highness, it is necessary to upgrade the castle.
And we'll start upgrading the castle. So here is some heroes
My
acting
home is a forest. Who called
as
the
a
ranger?
group.
Is it time to be a hero yet?
So like
Your
this
Highness,
knight went
new
off on
goods
his
have
own.
appeared in the
I
shop.
am
This ranger went
swift
off
and
on
elusive
her
flame.
own,
Who
but
called the
this group,
ranger?
other than the ranger that was wounded, or is acting as a group to clear out this slug lair, which I will put a small bounty on, just to give them money. I think it's also probably about time to add in another, add in a blacksmith so that they can shop. So I'll put this next to the tavern.
Your Highness, upgrade of the building is complete.
I'll research hardworking collectors, allowing the tax collectors to collect more money.
My lord, these lands are exceedingly meager. To secure revenue for your coffers, it is advisable to organize trade caravans. Further along the road, I believe there was a suitable site for a trade post. Order heroes to find it.
Okay. Scout task, 50 gold. That'll be enough. And they'll find it.
My liege, upgrade of the building has been finished. Your Highness, new magical items have been put up for sale. The building now serves you better.
Alright, they're doing a pretty good job clearing out this slug lair. In fact, I'm going to offer a little bit more money. Increase their spending power because I just added more armor and goods to the blacksmith and the magic shop.
The blacksmith has begun producing new armor. Your Majesty, our building has been upgraded.
Giving the Knight's Taunt and the Ranger's Tame. And then I'll unlock the other abilities. I just don't want to spend down all my coin. Having, like, keeping a stockpile of coin that you can spend in a pinch is always pretty useful.
The building now serves you better.
I upgraded the magic shop to allow for higher quality stuff to be sold. And likewise, I did the same thing in the blacksmith. It's just queued.
Your Highness, we have located the site where a trading post can be built. Soon the first caravan shall depart from here for our settlement. In the future, keep in mind that you should look for the foundations of old posts and the remnants of goods. This will help you discover other successful locations for developing trade.
Okay, so if we go to resource mining building and then build a trading outposts go on these like flat foundations with barrels. And what trading outposts do is it will send a caravan with resources towards the castle that you benefit from if the caravan actually reaches the destination.
The blacksmith supplies new weapons, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, our building has been upgraded.
I also upgraded the lumber mill so that we can research sawmill. Increases the income from wood gathering by 30%. And I am going to, well, all right, here we go. Here is the trading outpost, and I'm going to upgrade this as well.
Your Highness, an owl has just arrived bearing a letter from the Mages Guild. They state that they are ready to join us in the hunt and elimination of the witch. Ha! Naturally! They tolerate no competition in magical affairs. There is but one condition. We have to construct their guild building in our settlement.
Okay. Guild, Mages Academy. And I'll stick the Mages Academy right there, seems fitting. And then, because I know that the Mage is coming in, I'm going to research light armor and magic wand. I hadn't until now, because no one was going to be able to use it anyway. And then these guys, I'm going to offer a reward of 100 gold for clearing out this wolf den, because they're already doing it anyway, but I want them to earn money.
In the forge, Your Highness. My liege, upgrade of the building has been finished.
Is the item economy simulated, or are all the research items always available to sell? They're available to sell once you unlock them. There we go. All the responding heroes now have made money.
My liege, upgrade of the building has been finished.
Does the trade building need static defenses, or the ballistas generally meh? It depends on whether there is enemy spawners nearby or not. Because it's at the edge of the map, there's really nothing physically between me, the castle, and it. It probably won't need defenses. So it's very situational. Alright, I am going to get also a second Knight's Barracks. Let's plop this bad boy up here. So here's the Mages Academy.
Your Highness, I am pleased to report that the Mages Guild is now operational. One of their wizards offers his services as a new court mage, and in return, asks only that you construct a library. I believe it would be wise to grant this request.
Okay, build a library and research Firestorm. So, in economy, there is the library. And the library, increases the amount of spells that you can cast as, like, the king. Or the prince, I guess, technically we are. Get that going as well. I am also at pot max. So I'm going to need to either upgrade my houses or build new houses to be able to accommodate a growing city. Because I can't hire anyone new without more people. Without more houses, rather. So here is the library, and there is the Lightning Strike and Healing Spell, which we've used before. There's also Firestorm, which is an AoE, Summon Imp, which is like a summoned creature, Divine Protection, and Resurrection for dead heroes. Now, when heroes die, they're only resurrectable if they have a Grey Portrait up here. If you don't resurrect them within that window, they are not resurrectable. They're just dead then. So there's a timer for resurrection, and if you miss the offered timed window, they can't be brought back.
Your building now upgrade of the building is complete.
All right, let's get Firestorm, and also like some mages to physically be able to use these spells. So mages react better to opportunities to explore magical objects, deals a lot of area damage, and may be too late to notice the danger or not to have time to retreat from battle because they're not tanky. Have a wide arsenal of spells, spends his free time in the Mages Guild or library studying secret knowledge, gets experience for this, and the guild allows you to enchant weapons. They also move slowly. Very slowly. What is the sewer? So, as your city increases in size, you get monster spawners that cannot be cleared, which is sewers. It's an integral part of any developing city, but of course it attracts scum and pests. So the city will get like rats and stuff. Right now, I have the holiday decorations turned off, which would have like pumpkins and like ghosts spawn out of the sewers. I just thought it was a little weird, so I turned it off because it was a bit jarring because it didn't vibe with the vibe. But, you know, you can have that on or off. It's up to you.
Your Majesty, a new spell has been studied in... Your Highness, might I suggest you assay your newfound abilities? Monsters of the bogs approach the settlement, and you may directly aid your heroes in battle now. Pay attention to spell recharge times. The more powerful the magic you use, the longer it will take for your court mage to recover.
So there, as you can see, I used the Firestorm spell, and most of these large rats have been gravely wounded, making it a lot easier to clear. And here is the caravan, the loaded caravan of 250 gold, which, upon arrival, we get to cash in on. Hello, rats. Thank you, Knight, for responding to that. Oops, I only got one, but whatever. It's actually, like, when enemies are not that strong, it's actually useful for the heroes to do the work, because they'll gain experience and gold for it, and you don't want to necessarily deprive them of that, because, you know, weak heroes is a weak kingdom. I'm also going to get research the more the merrier, which increases the number of squads that I can have, so that the new mages are going to be put in squads with knights, and then likewise I'm going to get some more knights. I see that again I am at pop max, so let's go ahead and build another house. I'll put it there.
Your Highness, I bring excellent news. The mages from the guild have discovered the trail of the witch's sorcery. She is hiding in the northeastern part of the marshes. Do you command that I dispatch scouts?
Okay, find the witch's lair in the northeastern part of the swamps, up this way, and they want me to scout for it. I'm not going to set a scouting task for that just yet, because I haven't put my people into squads, and I don't really want people going off on their own up that far, because it wouldn't really be safe for them. They would probably get ganked and dead. Up here, there is a fresh wave of enemies coming in, meaning that like monster spawners and the like have spawned and I'm under attack, and as a result the danger level is going up.
Your Majesty, our building has been upgraded.
So now I have a full complement of heroes. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 knights, 3 and 3 for mages and rangers. So let's reorganize our squads. The Fearless Madmen squad, I'm going to disband. I know it cost me money. And I'm going to create a new squad of a high-level knight, a low-level knight, a mage, and a ranger. And then as I have more money, I will do the same thing, but change the leader. Because I think, and I might be wrong, but I think the leader of a squad influences the types of things they respond to. So it's useful to have squads with different leaders so they respond to flags differently. Are there other factions to interact with? Yes, Killadrix, there are. And we'll be getting that in a bit. I don't know how long it will take, but there's faction guilds, as you can see. And then there is allies. And you'll be able to draw upon the powers of your allies and other factions later on in the game. All right, once this loaded caravan arrives, I'll be able to make more squads. Move it! Mush! Lame and vulnerable, you sure are. Wait, but you're smart. For a caravan? Smart wagon. That's a good wagon. Alright, we have enough gold for another squad. So, new squad. This one will be a ranger squad. So, 2 knights, a mage, and a ranger leading it. And then we just got the gold from that caravan. Perfect. So, let's do the 3rd squad, and it will be a mage leading it. With 2 knights and a ranger. So, like, 2 tanks a damage dealer, an AoE damage dealer. Seems like a relatively balanced squad. So then now we have them in 3 squads. And before I do the survey task, oh, let's go ahead and do this. Boom, that will help. Before I send them out on survey, there's a few other things that I want first. One, heal. Not being able to heal my heroes is going to absolutely get them killed. Another is, let's go ahead and offer bounties for some of the spawners that are close to home, allowing the heroes to have a little bit more income. And then they'll be able to spend that income improving their gear, improving their odds that they're going to survive deeper into the forests. And then the gold I earn will allow me to buy more gear. Because if we take a look at like the average knight, they are mostly geared up, right? He's already got his weapon, his armor, his talisman. He's missing a ring slot and a scroll slot, but that's about it. So having higher level gear will allow them to upgrade even more. So I'll do armor first because, of course, the knights have a taunt ability, and they should be using it, meaning it's important to have the knights, you know, be the tankiest, obviously, for that reason.
Here comes the pain.
Let's begin.
Hey, Stevie, thank you for the resub. So now all the squads are responding to the attack flags and clearing out the spawners, which should weaken the map danger level. Should lower that a bit.
Which way to the nearest dragon?
And this is what I was saying, that just because they're in a squad doesn't necessarily require them to act together. So for instance, this knight
But I'm ready.
I am here.
is not collaborating with his squad. So it's like not a requirement, it's more of like a gentle nudge for them to work together. But you shouldn't assume that just because they're in a squad together, they're gonna like stick together, because that's just really not the case.
Stronger armor has appeared in the forge, Your Highness.
And now, you can see I'm back down to 1 skull, because I've cleared out some of the spawners around me, making it safer. And subsequently, the squads that were deployed out here... Oh, here's another spawner. The squads that were deployed out here now have more spending money, allowing me to then, you know, make that money back. You know, it's a simulated economy, but it works quite well. Let's go ahead and upgrade the tavern as well, now that I'm at it. And once I have all of the tier 2 upgrades unlocked, I'll consider that scout flag. I just didn't want to do it ahead of time, because if you get too many of your heroes dead,
Your Highness, new weapons have
it can
appeared
have
in
a
the forge.
cascading effect, because level 1 heroes are pretty pathetic, and level 1 heroes are not going to be able to defend your kingdom, and you will not have enough, like, healing spells to keep them alive, essentially. So it's important to sort of, like, foster heroes to improve themselves,
Your
because
Highness,
spamming
upgrade
level
of
1
the
heroes
building
won't
is
get you very
complete.
far. So I'm unlocking all the abilities for all the heroes to have. So they have a lot of weapons in their arsenal to be able to survive. So everything in the southwest has been cleared out of danger.
Yes, Your Majesty.
So I am
The
unlocking
blacksmith supplies new
lightning
weapons, Your Majesty.
spells, magic damage spells, evacuation spells, another really important one. You get this at tier 2 Mage's Academy. It allows you to like teleport a hero back to town. And then the higher level tavern also has strong ale. So increases the amount of money spent by heroes in the tavern. Now, if you have a bunch of heroes that are like poor and don't have good gear, upgrading your tavern can be a bad thing because they're not spending their money on things that make them stronger. They're just wasting it. You earn it back, but like not in a way that maybe makes sense if you're struggling with the difficulty level. You love a little hard over the tamed spider? Well, here you go.
New
Spider's a
armor
little
is
healthier
available.
now, so we'll stick around. All right, let's go ahead and do a
Ready
quick
for
assessment
service.
of our heroes. The other thing is if you constantly spam attack orders on them or defense orders or whatever other influence orders, you end up in a situation where they're like too busy to better themselves.
I will
So
shoot
giving them
down your
downtime
enemies.
so they can actually go to the blacksmith and magic shop is actually pretty useful. Because if you're just like
The guild has
constantly
begun offering
issuing
new
orders,
services.
they just don't even improve their gear.
What do you need?
It's like, maybe I
to
can see an
roll
example
out.
of that. There
I
might
am
not
the
be one.
swift and elusive wind.
Yeah, like this one. Tarnal Riverbow is following the leader, who the leader is investigating like magic items or something. I'm not
Even
exactly
with
sure what
it
he's doing.
being a
He's scouting.
moment of
Bow is
But
drawn,
like she
arrows
could
await.
have better armor and better trinkets and all that, but she's not because she's busy. And so sometimes like forced downtime is a good thing. Because there is
Alchemists have begun supplying new potions, Your Majesty.
All right, another thing that I would like to research is the resurrection spell, but it costs 2,000, so it's rather pricey. Oh, look at that. We got a portal stone.
Against arrows.
And what's interesting is they are sort of exploring where the witch's lair is without me even issuing commands for it. So what I'll do is I'll put a bounty on
Your
this
Highness, our
spawner
mages now have access to a new spell.
and work my way getting closer and closer.
Your heroes have discovered an ancient portal circle. We must see to the construction of a portal here and restore the ancient network.
So, economy, build a portal.
Your Majesty, new services for
A portal
heroes
allows
have
your
appeared
heroes
in
to
the
travel from wherever you build the portal. I'll put it here, right next to my blacksmith tavern and magic shop for, reasons. And then for a little bit of gold, you can open up the portal to everywhere else, allowing your heroes to fast travel, essentially.
My liege, a new spell is now available. The portal is ready. We are now able to study the teleportation scrolls, allowing your heroes swifter returns to the castle. There is also the possibility of researching a spell that connects any distant teleportation point to the city's portal. Let us proceed with learning this spell at once.
So the two upgrades of the portal. One is Create Portal, which binds sites like these to your town portal, traveling from here to here instantaneously. And the other is a scroll that they can buy from the portal shop, essentially allowing them to portal home on their own. Not to say that they're smart enough to always use it. I've definitely seen a lot of heroes die with
Smash!
portal scrolls
Wait, wrong.
because they're just like, they're not perfect by design. And I agree with that. You wouldn't want like perfect AI heroes. They should be dumb.
Is
Sometimes.
it time to be a hero yet?
It can be frustrating, but like, if they were always smart, the game would be too easy. Hey, Dennis Keith, thank you for the gifted subs. Cheers. Pleasure to have you here. Another thing to notice is this timer. I'm sure you've noticed already, but this timer is essentially the ramp-up mechanic of things getting more dangerous over time.
The spell of gate opening is prepared. Now let's apply it at the found site.
So you click the portal spell, you click the gate, and you open up your town portal wherever you built it to be able to teleport up here.
The gates are open, Your Highness. Travel across this land is now significantly faster for your heroes.
And as you can see on the minimap, it's a orange icon. So, also, if sometimes you'll see it, but you haven't actually like discovered it. So you have to, if that's the case, put a scouting order on it. As you can see, my heroes are just like clearing monster layers on their own, completely. Okay, so let's go ahead and issue. I'm gonna wait until I have
The merchant
resurrection
shop
unlocked,
has been
actually.
filled with new goods.
So I'm gonna research the evacuation spell, allowing me to like teleport a hero back to the castle. And then save up for the resurrection spell. Maybe what I should do is another lumber mill. And we just hit the threshold of 25, meaning that my tax bracket has gone up. But that's fine. Hey, Kat. Well, thank you. I'll keep it up. It's viewers like you that sub that, like, pay the bills, so to speak. I don't really take sponsorships. I haven't been sponsored once, I think, this entire year. I don't think I've had a single, like, paycheck from a developer or, any affiliate, anything. I am entirely crowdsourced, essentially, so thank you. All right, right, there we go. Got the money for the res spell. So this way, if heroes die, you can bring them back with a window of like a minute or two. With that said, your performance in these like campaign missions, if you're like stars matter because it's like 1 to 5 stars, is heavily dependent upon how many heroes you let die. So if you're like a meat grinder for heroes, you're gonna have a bad rating. I don't personally care about ratings. A win's a win's a win to me. But, you know, if you care, the resurrection spell helps you to avoid poor ratings. All right, before we go on that scout flag, no, let's just do the scout flag and pull the band-aid off. So, scout, 50 gold apparently is enough for everyone to respond. And that's probably because I've offered so much stuff for the heroes to buy that I bet they don't have a lot of money. So this is a really good example. Calgar, Falcon Eye, has like tier 2 everything, more or less. I don't think he has a tier 2 talisman, but he is basically tier 2 everything and no gold as a result. Which means, because I've had them have the opportunity to buy a lot of stuff, they're stronger and they're more eager for even low-level bounties. So it's really handy to allow your heroes to spend gold on stuff because, you know, they're easier to influence with more money. Where will the heroes resurrect? Exactly where they died, but with full health. So pairing the resurrection with like an evacuation spell can be handy if they really died somewhere where they're just going to instantly die again. So you spend 500 to resurrect the hero and then 250 to evacuate them to the castle. Is certainly better than just having them die again instantly. Cheers.
Your Highness, we have found the lair where the witch is hiding, but it proves to be defended by a powerful magical tower. Immediately issue a decree regarding the danger of this place, lest heroes approach the tower until it becomes clear how it may be disabled. Click the danger marker button, then click on the map to place the marker. Heroes will avoid this zone while the marker is active.
So, pause the game. Obviously, the game is like, don't approach this thing because you'll die. So let's go ahead and remove the scouting task, even if it is a cost of gold. And we're going to put a danger marker here. And the danger marker, if you take a look at it, it has like a sphere of influence. Well, okay, you can't see here, but here's the sphere of influence, this purple circle. And it's essentially telling your heroes, get lost, don't be here. You can also expand the timer up here by a minute. And it's like telling them to flee. So there we go. I have a 25-minute danger marker. This one does not cost any gold. It's just like sort of a, you don't go this way.
Splendid, Your Highness. This decree shall help preserve the lives of many valiant heroes while we address the tower. The mages inform us that 2 power sources are located somewhere nearby, feeding the tower's magic. I presume they must be found and destroyed.
All right. If we take a look, we need to find 2 power stones. Okie dokie. So we can just set up scout tasks. Alternatively, I don't think it would be necessarily a bad idea for me to offer, yeah, let's do some scout tasks. So a 50 gold here. And let's do a 50 gold here. So we can see more on the map. And that will also level up our rangers, which is not a bad thing either. And you can see this, like, bloodline. I feel like I'm playing V Rising. But there's, like, bloodline that originates from around here. So one might assume that one of the power nodes, or whatever they called it, is coming from that direction. Let's upgrade the keep to level 3. Because I'm swimming in gold and might as well spend it. And then let's get yet another lumber mill. I'll put it here. And then another peasant house, and I'll put it there. I'll even pay them money to clear that.
Awaiting order.
Hey, Cat, thank you for the cheer.
My liege, up side of the building. A den of terrifying swamp creatures has been discovered, Your Highness. These are no easy foes. What's more, I've heard they are very fond of anything that glitters.
So we have found a swamp creature den, which has like these werewolfy things. These swamp monsters. And they're pretty strong. So babysitting these heroes, making sure that like no one is taking fatal damage is going to be important to try to, you know, improve our odds of success. We did, however, turn one of the wolves against the swamp monster, which is nice. Alright, our castle is level 3. That means that our blacksmith and magic shop can go up a level. I might as well research the imp spell, not that I intend to get it. And then also I'll upgrade the Mage's Academy to level 3 as well. Perfect. Research the shield charge for the knights, because I kind of forgot to do that. And it looks like everything is more or less managed. Alright, back to the fight. So these things have pretty good stats, right? 28 physical damage and 340 health is like far more than the average knight. So in a 1v1, they would absolutely die.
Is it time to be a hero yet?
So it's very important to take these on as a group. Oh god, all of my knights are like sluggish and... But whatever, as long as they're alive. And that was an instance where like Vartan drank a healing potion.
Your Majesty, a new spell has been studied in the library.
And they keep spawning. So it's also important to note that your heroes have their own like morale. So Valmer here is scared, and he doesn't have particularly high morale, and as a result, he's very healthy, but still running from the fight. He's fleeing. Whereas his buddy over here, who he ditched, Vartan, is still fighting despite the fact that he's, you know, wounded more. So I'm going to cast a Blessing of Protection and a healing spell on him to try to keep him in the fight. And the reason... Oh my god, so much talking. The reason for this is if he started fleeing, the ones tanking would be a ranger and a mage, and like, that's not a win in combo.
A hero's duty is never done.
Luckily, backup just arrived. You can also see the quality of the gear. So like Kalgar here has like high quality gear, and he looks physically different than this dude who does not have high quality gear. You can just from a quick glance tell like roughly what their gear level is.
What would Aragorn do?
So he's got like fortified gear, and he's got like basic gear. So yeah, this layer is done. Plus there was like an extra bonus chest.
What would Aragorn do?
Vartan got it. It was a ring. I guess he rolled high on the DKP, right? Man, that brings back memories. I probably don't need to put a bounty on this these power stones. This power stone already got destroyed, and then this power stone is in the process of being destroyed. I don't even have a bounty on it. My heroes were just like, "Oh, power stone? Sounds good."
Day. Hulk smash. Wait, wrong universe.
You need me?
No, did you see? Did you? It seems the witch has realized that she is now defenseless. It is the perfect time to attack.
Alright, it's... Yep, the chicken house. And that means I can lift this remove flag. And, I am gonna give my heroes a little downtime. Whoa, 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 you're about to die. Wait, no, that's the dog, never mind. I'm gonna give, before I issue an attack flag up here, I'm gonna let my heroes like do some shopping. Because I did just upgrade my magic shop and blacksmith to tier 3. So in the magic shop, I'm going to get magic staves to tier 3. And the blacksmith, heavy armor to tier 3. And eventually all of them. Actually, I'll just do it order of preference here. Oh, no. There we go. So that we can get some of the best gear for this last fight. And I'm babysitting my heroes to make sure they don't get ganked by the Witch's Tower. Alright, freezing the target and meteor shower. Those are spells that the mages can use once I research it. High level mages can, like, do so much damage. Alright. I think all of the tier 3 stuff we are currently researching.
Has begun producing new armor.
So I'm going to let my gold build up a little bit so I have spellcasting capabilities during this boss fight. And hopefully my heroes are like shopping for stuff. So that, you know, they're as strong as can be.
I could do this all day. Winter is
It's
coming.
Leviosa.
I am the swift bow is drawn.
Some of them, they don't have a lot of gold.
What is it?
I am here to serve.
Some of them have good gear, but a lot of them don't. So even all the higher level stuff that I just got, I don't think they have the buying power to afford. Which is probably going to be the problem here. So let's be a little generous with our gold bounties. And
more powerful potions have been put up for sale.
I'm going to put up bounties for things that they're already doing. You could, if you want to be really generous, do like this. Hey, scout this area for 100 gold, right? And it's like, anyone can do that. You don't even have to leave town. So you can basically just fork over money to your heroes if you want. But I'd prefer them to physically get experience and loot and kills doing it, because that benefits the both of us. And now with this new money, yeah, okay, they all have like 200-ish.
I will shoot down your enemies.
They're going to be able to afford a lot better gear. And the same is true over here.
Winter is coming.
I will shoot down your...
Contemplating the mysteries of the universe.
It's hard to get the mages to high level without them keeling over. Absolutely. That's the struggle. You have to sort of babysit them a bit. Alright, there is a new attack wave coming in. How to tame monsters get health back without player intervention? They die. They don't. You tame a new one. There's actually a bit of a benefit to it, because if you're consistently fighting beast layers, if your beast keeps dying, you're just taking enemies away and turning them into allies. Now, of course, that does deprive you of like the bounty gold for having killed them, but it does make it easier. So like, if you don't want more money for your kills, don't even get beast taming, but I think beast taming generally is a good thing. Because, you know, numbers are not on your side in this game. So the other things I'm researching here in the magic shop and the blacksmith is something called a trading day. Trading day, the organization of the trading day allows for a significant increase in the establishment's profits. Make money. So now that I've had given my heroes the opportunity to do some shopping, it looks like a lot of their gear is significantly higher level than it was before, which indicates that I am ready for a attack bounty. And I'm going to put a bounty of 500 that attracts literally every single hero in my kingdom, all 12 of them. And they're going to go out as one more or less uniform group to go clear the boss. Do tame monsters stay until they die? Yeah, as far as I know, they do. They're tamed forever until they die.
A good day to die.
Witness the might of a true warrior. Your Majesty, new armor is available.
Owes us.
Hulk smash. Wait on your life.
I don't know where the witch's hut went, though. Oh, shoot. You guys need help. There was no friendly fire damage from, like, AoE spells, so you can just cast it on your own people. It'll be fine. Whoa! The meteor storm. Oh, there it is. There it is. I'll put a slightly higher bounty on the witch's hut than the tower itself. And I'm going to cast Divine Protection here.
Your will.
Which increases the defensive bonuses of the heroes that got it cast on it. So here's his physical protection increased by 5. Because this chicken house hurts
Which way to the
a
nearest
lot.
dragon?
Ready for war.
Your Highness, new goods have appeared in the shop.
What do you need? Ready to roll out.
And just so that I don't misclick on the heroes, if you try to click them as they're standing, it's easy to like click the wrong one. But up here, you can just cast your spells directly on them, which is far less likely to have a misclick. Boom! Bye-bye, chicken coop.
A hero's duty is never done.
And now the witch's tower. Sup, witch?
Oh, you foolish, arrogant little ones. Coming to my home was unwise, and you were warned. My lord has bestowed upon me new powers for my loyal service. Oh yes, and now I shall test them, specifically upon you.
Okay. Slightly higher bounty on her. She is the more dangerous target. Obviously, the witch's tower isn't going to hurt me. And she's a sponge, right? She has 2,400 health
It's Leviosa,
compared to
not
like
Leviosa.
92 of a mage,
Who called the
or
ranger?
220 of a ranger,
Winter
or
is coming.
just shy of 300 is a knight. So she's like 10 times HP. And in terms of damage, she's got a whole host, a bunch of spells that she's going to use. AoE spells, direct damage spells, disablers. She's got really high stats. Bosses are strong.
Venture doesn't wait for the
Luckily, I have a lot of gold from my my big economy back in my kingdom over here, allowing me to cast whatever spells I want without, you know, shying away at the cost. And then if any hero gets like way too hurt where my healing spells on cooldown, I'll just evacuate them. I'll send them home. Now, some of these
Ready
heroes
for service.
have town scrolls. So like Calgor, Falcon Eye has 2 healing potions and 2 town scrolls. So like I shouldn't have to heal him, but I don't necessarily trust dumb heroes because they don't have a concept of how hard a single hit can do from a boss like this. So if their health is low, they might think, oh yeah, there's time for this healing potion, and then die with it. Although he did just drink
May the
one,
odds be ever in my
or
favor.
heal or something. I'm not really
Hero's
sure what
duty
happened to
is
him.
never done. Adventure doesn't wait for the timid. Which way may the odds be ever in my favor?
Ready for battle. Ready for service. Will.
She is getting her butt absolutely kicked here, though.
You need me?
She's using summons, and then we're taming the summons and turning it against her, which is amusing.
What would Aragorn do?
Katsui! You impotent whelp! So, defeated the old woman, did you? Your joy won't last long. Ah!
Your Highness, are you injured? You look somewhat pale, yet I see no wounds. Just tired, perhaps? Joining the battle was not necessary, you know. But to be safe, let us go to the healer. He will examine you.
5-star. Nice. Thank you for tuning in to Lessaria Fantasy Kingdom Sim, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow heroes.